Have you ever wondered why you keep seeing houses and condominiums for sale all over the Philippines? Whether you're a local or someone from the United States dreaming about a slice of tropical paradise, what if I told you that behind every for sale sign, there's a story of opportunity, change, and even a few challenges waiting for savvy buyers? Stay tuned, because today we're diving deep into the booming Philippine real estate market, and trust me, you won't want to miss these insider secrets. Hey guys, welcome to this deep dive conversation where we're going to unpack why there's an explosion of houses and condos on the market in the Philippines. Now, I know it sounds like a big topic, but imagine we're just sitting down with a cup of coffee, chatting about life and real estate, where the wave is rolling in and what it means, especially for buyers in the United States. But before we jump in, let's get one thing straight. This isn't just another dry economics lecture. We're going to break it down in everyday language, with real life examples and a friendly conversational vibe that makes it super easy to follow. So whether you're a first-time buyer, an investor, or simply curious about why the Philippines is buzzing with real estate opportunities, stick around as we explore the ins and outs of this market phenomenon. Over the past few years, you might have noticed a surge in houses and condominiums being sold in the Philippines. It's almost as if the country is having a real estate party and everyone's invited. But what's behind this sudden boom? Let's break it down. First is economic growth and urbanization. The Philippines has been growing economically, and as more people move to cities like Manila, Cebu, and Davao, the demand for housing skyrockets. Urbanization brings with it a need for modern living spaces, and developers are stepping in to meet that demand by building more condos and houses. This isn't just about providing shelter, it's about creating vibrant communities where people can live, work, and play. Second is the government has been very active in boosting the real estate market, with policies aimed at encouraging investments such as tax incentives, streamlined approval processes for building projects. Developers find it easier to launch new projects. This results in a higher number of properties hitting the market, making it a buyer's market in many areas. Third one is overbuilding and oversupply. So while more choices are great, there's also the risk of overbuilding. In some cities, developers have built more properties than the market can immediately absorb. This oversupply can drive prices down, creating opportunities for buyers who are looking for good deals. It's like a clearance sale, where if you're quick, you can snag a fantastic property at a price that might seem too good to be true. Fourth is shifts in lifestyle and work trends. The global pandemic changed how we work and live. With remote work becoming more common, people began to reevaluate where they want to live. The desire for more space, both inside the home and around it, has led to increased interest in suburban and even rural properties. Developers have responded by offering a mix of urban condos and more spacious houses in quieter neighborhoods. Fifth is a foreign investment and overseas Filipino workers. A significant portion of the funding in Philippine real estate comes from overseas Filipino workers and foreign investors. With money flowing back home, there's been a surge in investments that are transforming the market. Many OFWs see real estate as a secure investment for their future, which adds to the volume of properties being sold. Moving on, now if you're sitting in the United States and you've been eyeing the Philippines as a potential place to invest or even retire, you are in luck. There are several opportunities that make this market especially attractive. First is affordability and value for money. One of the most enticing aspects of buying property in the Philippines is affordability. Compared to many markets in the US or even other parts of Asia, properties in the Philippines can offer tremendous value. Whether it's a chic condo in the heart of a bustling city or a charming house in a quieter suburb, you might find that your dollar stretches much further. Moving on is tropical paradise to live in. Who wouldn't want to live in a tropical paradise? For many US buyers, the dream of owning a home in a warm, sunny environment is irresistible. Imagine spending your weekends on beautiful beaches, exploring vibrant local cultures, and enjoying the lifestyle that feels more like a vacation every day. The allure of a relaxed tropical lifestyle is a huge draw. Third is the Philippines is becoming a top tourist destination. With increasing numbers of visitors each year, buying property, especially in tourist-friendly areas, can be a lucrative investment. Whether you're thinking of renting out your property as a vacation rental or simply enjoying it as a getaway spot, the booming tourism industry is a major opportunity. Fourth is favorable exchange rates. For US buyers, the exchange rate can work in your favor. When the US dollar is strong against the Philippine peso, you get more value for your money. This means lower prices and potentially higher returns if property values appreciate over time. Fifth is that there's a diverse market choices. The Philippine real estate market offers a wide range of options, from luxurious high-rise condos in metro areas to affordable houses in emerging suburban areas. There is something for every taste and budget. This diversity means that whether you're a first-time buyer or an experienced one, you can find a property that fits your needs. So moving on to the challenges that you should know about. Now, before you get too carried away by all these amazing opportunities, let's talk about some of the challenges, especially for US buyers. Like any market, the Philippine real estate scene isn't all smooth sailing. Here are a few hurdles you might face. First is the legal and ownership issues. Real estate laws in the Philippines can be quite different from those in the United States. For instance, while foreigners can legally own condominiums as long as only up to 40% of the building is foreign owned, owning land outright can be more complicated. It's crucial to work with a reliable local lawyer who can guide you through the legal intricacies and ensure that your investment is secure. Second is financing and mortgage options. Securing financing can be another challenge. While there are mortgage options available for foreigners, the terms and conditions might differ significantly from what you're used to in the US. Interest rates, down payment requirements, and loan terms may vary, so it's important to do thorough research or work with a financial advisor who understands both markets. Third challenge is the economic and political factors. Like any emerging market, the Philippines has its share of economic and political risk. Fluctuations in the economy, changes in government policies, and even natural disasters can impact the real estate market. It's wise to keep an eye on these factors and be prepared for potential shifts in the market landscape. Fourth is currency exchange and investment risk. Currency fluctuations can affect your investment. While a strong US dollar might make buying a property in the Philippines more affordable, changes in the exchange rate over time can impact the overall return on your investment. Keeping a close watch on currency trends and possibly hedging your investment can help mitigate this risk. Fifth is market saturation and oversupply. In some areas, The market has become overly saturated with new properties, and this oversupply can drive prices down, which is great for buyers looking for deals, but it can also mean that if you're looking to sell later, the market might be competitive. It is essential to choose your location wisely and consider the long-term prospects of the area. 6 is maintenance and property management. Managing a property from abroad comes with its own set of challenges. Whether it's routine maintenance, dealing with tenants, or ensuring the property stays in top condition, having a trustworthy property management company can make all the difference. But remember, this adds an extra cost to your investment. Moving on, let's dig a little deeper into why there is such a boom in houses and condos being sold in the Philippines. We already touched on some reasons, but here are more details that paint the full picture. First is demographic shifts and lifestyle changes. Over the last decade, the way people live has been changing dramatically. Here in the Philippines, younger generations are moving to urban centers in search of better job opportunities and a more modern lifestyle. This urban migration fuels demand for new housing, especially condos that are built with modern amenities, security systems, and easy access to shopping and entertainment. But what happens when there are too many new developments? Sometimes the market can get flooded with options, and that's when buyers might find some fantastic bargains. For example, imagine walking into a massive mall that's packed with hundreds of stores. Exciting, right? Now picture a city with so many condos that some remain unsold. For a savvy buyer, this means there's room to negotiate, and you might just walk away with a property at a lower price than expected. Next one is the role of overseas investments. The Philippine economy isn't just powered by local money. A significant chunk comes from overseas Filipino workers and foreign investors. When the OFW sends money back home, they often invest in real estate as a safe haven for the savings. Similarly, foreign investors, including those from the US, are attracted by the relatively low cost of properties and the potential for high rental yields. This influx of capital has spurred more construction, but it has also created a surplus in some areas. Next one is economic policies and infrastructure developments. So government policies have also played a big role in shaping the market, with initiatives to boost infrastructure, like new highways, bridges, and public transportation systems. Areas that were once considered remote are now becoming hotspots for development. When infrastructure improves, property values tend to go up. However, during the early stages of these developments, there might be a period where properties are available at lower prices, which is a golden opportunity for investors. Next is real estate as a safety net. In times of economic uncertainty, real estate often becomes a safe bet. Many Filipinos view property as a long-term investment that can protect their wealth from inflation. With the cost of living on the rise and other investments sometimes feeling too risky, buying a house or condo is seen as a stable way to secure your future. This mindset has contributed to a high volume of properties being sold, even if that means some properties remain on the market for a while. Next one is opportunities for US buyers, why you should consider it. Alright, so you might be thinking this sounds cool, but why should I, coming from the US, consider diving into this market? That's a very great question. Let's explore some of the key opportunities that make the Philippine real estate market appealing for American buyers. First is diversification of investment portfolio. If you're like many investors in the US, you might already have a mix of stocks, bonds, and domestic real estate. Adding an international property especially one in a rapidly developing market like Philippines, can diversify your portfolio. This does not only spread risk, but it also opens up potential for higher returns as the market grows. Second is lower entry costs. Compared to cities like New York, Los Angeles, or even Miami, the cost of buying a property in the Philippines can be significantly lower. This means your money can go further, allowing you to invest in a property that might appreciate more dramatically over time. Third is lifestyle and second home benefits. Imagine having a vacation home in a tropical paradise where you can escape the cold winters. Many US buyers are attracted by the idea of owning a second home that doubles as a lucrative investment. When you're not using it, you can rent it out. When you are, you get to enjoy the incredible lifestyle the Philippines offers. Fourth is favorable market conditions. In some areas, the market might be oversupplied, which can translate to lower prices and room for negotiation. For a savvy investor, this creates a buyer's market, where you can potentially get a great deal and see your property's value increase over time. And six is cultural and social connections. Many Americans have ties to the Philippines, whether through family, friends, or a love for the culture. This personal connection can make investing in local real estate even more rewarding. You're not just buying property, you're becoming part of a community and investing in a place that feels like home. So, let's just recap on what we've learned today about why there's a flood of houses and condominiums for sale in the Philippines and what it means for US buyers. First is booming market dynamics. The Philippine real estate market is experiencing a surge thanks to urbanization, government incentives, and a mix of local and foreign investments. Oversupply in certain areas is creating a buyer's market, offering opportunities to snag properties at competitive prices. Second is opportunities for buyers, from affordability to the allure of tropical living and favorable exchange rates. The opportunities are plenty, especially for US buyers looking to diversify their investments. Third is challenges to consider though. There are legal complexities, financing hurdles, economic fluctuations, and property management from afar are all challenges that need careful planning and due diligence. Understanding these risks and preparing for them is key to a successful investment. Fourth are practical steps and future trends, whether it's doing your homework, visiting the area, or connecting with trusted professionals. A proactive approach is essential. And as the market evolves, with trends like sustainable development and improved infrastructure, staying informed will help you make savvy decisions. So, thank you so much for sticking with me through this video into the booming Philippine real estate market. I hope this video has given you valuable insights, whether you're dreaming of a second home, looking for a solid investment, or just curious about what's driving this trend. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more engaging discussions on global real estate trends and smart investment tips. And also comment below on where you are in your investing journey. Do you invest in stocks, bonds, crypto, or real estate? And give us a shout out where you are watching from any part of the world. Until next time, keep exploring, stay informed, and happy house hunting. Ciao!